When you know this about men, you will appreciate the ones God has worked on. And if that person God has worked on is your wife, appreciate God seriously. If that person God has worked on is your husband or your child or whatever it is, you appreciate them greatly. Because let me tell you, men by default are very inconsistent. They will say Hosanna today and say crucify him tomorrow. It's not a unique attack to you, it's how men are.
Welcome to Heavenly Chant, where the Spirit of God speaks through his servant. In today's message, Apostle Joshua Selman guides us through timeless truths that carry the power to renew your faith and restore your life. Let this word minister deeply to your heart.
The bridge between where you are now and a future of pain and regret is a relationship. The bridge between where you are now and a life of excellence and glory and grace is also a relationship. The chiefest of them being your relationship with Jesus. Relationships are bridges. Don't forget this. They can lead to an exceptional life, and they can lead to a life of pain and regret. Again, relationships are currencies. They can buy anything money can buy and buy what money cannot buy. Relationships are currencies. They can buy what money can buy, but they can also buy what money cannot buy. The easiest way I've taught you in this house to succeed in life is through relationships and destiny connections. Don't forget this. Relationships are advantageous connections, mutually beneficial to the parties involved. They are bridges, I said, leading to an exceptional life. They are also bridges leading to a future of pain and regret. Relationships are currencies. They can buy anything money can buy, and they can also buy what money cannot buy. The easiest way to succeed in life is through relationships and destiny connections. Now, let me encourage you. I want to do a bit of work on your mind now. Learn people skills. Write that down. You want to gain mastery over relationships? Learn people skills. If you do not learn people skills, you are limited in ways you cannot imagine. I tell you this for free. Real wealth is not just in physical acquisitions. They matter, but real wealth is access to the hearts of men. Real wealth is securing the loyalty, the trust, and the confidence of many people. You are not wealthy just because you have physical assets and you have investments. Those investments only hold their value because there is a man at the back end willing to preserve that value. Real wealth is access to the hearts of men. Real wealth is securing the loyalty, securing the trust, and securing the confidence of many men. It is impossible for a man to have secured the loyalty, the trust, and the confidence of many men, and then that man becomes financially bankrupt. He doesn't have to be a businessman. If for any reason you follow the path that secures the loyalty, the trust, and the confidence of many men, you are wealthy by every definition. There are laws you need to understand, auxiliary laws that support excelling in relationships. Can I list a few for you? Number one, you must understand the law of honor. You cannot excel in relationships if you do not understand the law of honor. What is honor? The discerning, the rewarding, the appreciating or acknowledging, celebrating of an individual for their distinctive value or for their uniqueness. It's called honor. Learn the law of honor. I've done a teaching on the law of honor. You can get it on our page. What other law do you need to learn? Learn the law of words. Learn the law of words. The Bible says by your words you are condemned, and by your words you are justified. Are we together? Yes. You must learn the law of words. A word spoken in due season, how pleasant it is. There are many people, the reason why relationships do not last, all kinds in your life, is because you are a sincere person, but you have not learned the law of words. Words convey your deepest thoughts. Nations have gone to war today because of words. The Bible says, if a man err not in words, that man is considered a perfect man, able to bridle his tongue. The law of words. What other law do you need to learn? The law of timing. The law of timing. You cannot excel in relationships, especially relationships that are higher than you, that you are drawing from, if you do not understand the law of timing. A word spoken in due season. There is timing for everything. I'm not a marriage counselor, but there are many marriages that have died or are on their way dying today because they understood words, but they did not understand timing. Timing. The Bible says there is a time for everything under the sun. There is a time to speak. There is a time to refrain from speaking. A disciplined person is one who has what to say, but is patient until the right time to say it. Don't always speak just because you have what to say. You may be right, but your timing will make what you are saying wrong. The law of timing. You must also understand human nature. Unfortunately, if you don't understand this, you will be a victim of many pains and many scars. You must understand human nature. The nature of greed, the nature of selfishness, ego, the emotional inconsistencies in men. Sorry, I'm stretching you. You must understand human nature. There are people who expect godlike perfection from all men. That's why their hearts continue to get pierced day and night. The law of human nature. It's in men without the help of God to be greedy. It's in men without the help of God to be selfish. It's in men without the help of God to be egocentric. It's in men without the help of God to have emotional inconsistencies. If you don't have this as a rule of thumb, you will be disappointed by many people in your life. How could this person do this to me? Unfortunately, welcome to the world of men. You can be a friend today and a collateral tomorrow. World of men for you. Are we together? Of all these laws I mentioned, which do you not know? Which have you not learned? Which have you not mastered? Do you know, sometimes, with all due respect, as I watch people interact, and I say this with every sense of humility, I watch the gaps in knowledge and the mistakes people continue to make, and they blame God for the reason why they do not have strategic connections. Trouble keeps backfiring for them back to back, and they cannot explain why. Learn this. For you, it may be you don't have the law of honor. Everybody in your world is your mate. Save Johnny. God is your mate. Destiny helpers are, you know what I mean by your mate. I mean, you have a classless world. You don't stratify people enough to accord those who are deserving honor. You will go through needless battles. How about words? You stand before someone, says, escort me to a meeting. It's not your meeting, it's not your company, but you become the greatest talkative there. The director says, you know, I'm trying to say, no, my brother is a military man. That statement is a lie. Just yesterday, I can even call him here, and everybody just keeps quiet. And you think they are quiet because they are impressed watching you. You have destroyed the relationship of the one who brought you. And while you are going, the person is thinking of how he will say, I'm sorry. You say, you know, I enjoyed my time. How many was Kai? It's been a long time since I gave myself room to speak intelligently like this. And the person is saying, what did I do? What generational cause followed me and made me carry this person to the place where my destiny helpers are? Words. You can say one thing that can bring an open door that remains transgenerational. One thing you said. I'm a man, but there are people who have used words and they've made me miraculously endear to them with words. Words. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and said, Isaiah, you have prophesied. Isaiah brought the thing hot like that, the way he received it. No diplomacy. Put your house in order, you will die. Here is the message. And Hezekiah turned and said, God, let's talk. Is it not the living that praise you? If I die now, who will praise you? Remember, oh God, how I've... God said, who is this? Who is speaking to me? He said, you know what, Hezekiah, I will add 15 years. I will heal you of your sickness. Words are powerful. There is what you can tell someone that they will never forget about you. I'm telling you. Are we together? Words. I don't mean flattery. Authenticity of words. It comes with such grace. It can minister deeply to people. You edge the memory of your relevance. They lose the ability to forget or ignore you. Some of us, this is where we're missing it. We don't know how to use words. And for others, it's timing. You wake your husband by 3 o'clock and say, stand up, stand up. This apostle's teaching on boldness is to stand up. There's an issue we need to discuss. And the man says, I hope you know they just sacked me. Say, stand up, stand up. I was praying with a group and they said the trouble in this house is coming from your family. The man said, that's why you are waking me. The next thing, you will see him talking with a lawyer for 1 hour and you are wondering why he's talking with the man that way. And he says, you know what, I'm just going to drive you out of my life. And you're saying, what did I do? Timing. Not every time is convenient for everything. Master timing. Don't walk to your boss and say, sir, I'm going to speak my mind today. The man said, I just lost my mother. I said, well, I sympathize with you, but this is what I want. We need a pay raise. I'm the head of the union in this organization. And the man says, all right, I've had you. He calls the HR people and says, you've been trying to downsize 2 people. I have a candidate. Take away that guy and his other relative out of my company. I want peace. And all of a sudden you come, you see that sometimes what we call generational curses and all these problems, they are just an opportunity we give the devil. Wrong timing. Let me give you the next. Well, a few more things on relationship. Master human nature, I said that. Let me repeat it for emphasis. Hear me, ladies and gentlemen. We are still on earth now. So create a system within your heart to not be surprised at the inconsistencies of men. There are some of you who are shocked at everything. How come my director just hates me like that? This is the world of men. Are we together now? This is why you need God, the friend who sticketh closer than a friend. One day your husband does something, your wife does something, your spouse, your children, and all of that, and you are wondering, what is this again? Even this one that is close to me. Unfortunately, welcome to the world of men. When you know this about men, you will appreciate the ones God has worked on. And if that person God has worked on is your wife, appreciate God seriously. If that person God has worked on is your husband or your child or whatever it is, you appreciate them greatly. Because let me tell you, men by default are very inconsistent. They will say Hosanna today and say crucify him tomorrow. It's not a unique attack to you, it's how men are.
You have just received divine wisdom that can shift your life forever. Don't stop here. Let God continue what He started. Help spread this revelation by sharing this sermon, and be sure to subscribe to Heavenly Chant so you are always updated with new teachings from Apostle Joshua Selman. Click the bell icon too, because your next encounter with destiny might just be in the next video.